However, here's how you handle it, okay?
How is that?
When talking to a prospect and they give you an objection handler like that, before you ask for what you want, you have to get the why, right? So you have to figure out what is it, why do they want to sell, and what's the most important outcome for them in selling. And then wedge your way in there and make them believe that there is a possibility that who they're working with might not necessarily be the best. And if they are, how would they even know if they didn't at least interview you? Because you sound so compelling. So you got to create a little bit of doubt before you bring down that gondola and say, I want to interview for the job. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Who doesn't want to make a commission? The question is, what's in it for them? Why would they take the time? Why would they waste their time to meet with you, Shoshana? Right? Do you know why that person wants to sell?
No.
Okay, well, that's the first step. Without knowing that, you got no way of meeting with that person. So find out why they want to sell. I want to move to Kansas. Fantastic. When do you want to be there? I want to be there by August. Great. What would happen if you don't get there? Well, I don't have any other choice. I got a job starting in August in Kansas. Fantastic. Well, I'm sure that you're looking to buy a home when you're there, right? Yeah, I do. And you need the proceeds from this house, or do you already have enough cash to buy that house? No, I need the proceeds for this house. Fantastic. So let me get this straight. If for whatever reason this house doesn't sell by August, you're going to have to move and rent something there because you can't buy, and then rent this house or leave it vacant because it hasn't sold. Do I have that scenario correct? Well, I guess so. Okay. Why don't we do this? I don't mind. Since you're going to Kansas no matter what, okay, let's not put all your eggs in one basket with this one realtor. Let's make sure you have every single option completely looked at before you go ahead and make a final decision that could be, the difference between being in your beautiful brand new home in August in Kansas or dreading the fact that you have to leave this beautiful home vacant while you rent somewhere and spend double the cost. So I've got some time at 2 o'clock on Thursday. Would that be a good time to at least explore the option of interviewing with a team who sold over 15 to 1,800 homes in their career? You see how you do that, Shoshana? Without knowing all that information, me asking for an appointment is selfish. Because all we want is what's in it for us, without even exploring why they would even want to interview us. Make sense?
That makes sense.
All right, so this is a role play with I'm the agent, Jency is the buyer, and the buyer is working with an agent who is buying with a VA loan and started their search in Homestead. However, they're opening up their search to most of Dade County and some of Broward County. And their agent is not, or is unwilling to open up the search for them. So we're in a role play, and the idea here is to listen to the questions that I ask based off of the responses that Jency provides for me. So Jency, I appreciate you sharing that with me, that you are looking to open up the search from Homestead. And what's important about buying a home?
I need the space for me and my family. We're currently living with other family members, and we don't want to overstay, our time.
I completely understand. And so what does more space look like to you?
The home can be average 2-bedroom, but I just definitely want a large yard, a big lot.
All right, so 2 bedrooms, but we want a large lot. Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Awesome. And have you seen anything you like in Homestead?
I've seen 4 homes in the last 2 months, and nothing I was willing to put an offer on.
Okay, so you saw homes, but you didn't see anything that you liked.
Right.
Did I hear that right? Awesome. And you're currently living with family.
Yes.
Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
It's becoming a bad thing.
I completely understand that. And so we're looking at our own space.
Yes.
And what I hear you saying is that the agent that you're currently working with is saying, no, 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 we'll find something where we're looking. And you are becoming curious of what's available in other areas.
Correct.
Awesome. And so, Jency, is transparency really important to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect under this pressure of living where you are that you'd want to know everything for sale by every single real estate agent that matches your criteria, right?
Right.
Awesome. And so would you see value in discussing the pros and cons of every neighborhood in close proximity to the airport and bouncing off those ideas with a professional like myself?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. We can make a search for a certain area, a couple houses will pop up, and we could talk about what you like and what you don't like, what you want and what you don't want, the size of the yard or the small of the yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. I have time this afternoon via Zoom, or would tomorrow morning be better where we can dive in to the multiple listing service and talk about the pros and cons of every home for sale? What do you say?
That sounds like a great idea.
Awesome. Would 6:15 this evening be good? Or would tomorrow morning be better?
Tomorrow morning would probably be better.
Awesome. Would I'm in a leadership meeting until 10 a.m. Would 10:15 or 11:30 be better?
11:30.
Awesome. Are you familiar with how Zoom works?
Yeah, I use it for work.
Great. So what I'll do is I'll share the link with you momentarily, and together we will dive in and look at everything for sale. And if you like a couple of them, would it be okay if I sold them to you?
Yes, I would love if you did. Sold them to you sold them to me.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to our meeting tomorrow. This is the first step in opening up your mind to what the market is willing to bear. Fair enough, Jency?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you tomorrow.